for checking out this video, and today I'm going to be sharing some tips on how to take care of your natural hair, because I know when I first started to take care of my natural hair, it was a lot of information to retain. I didn't know if I was supposed to go off of my hair type, porosity, then there's the lock method, knowing how much moisture you should have in your hair, or if it's too much, and silicones, and just all these different things. And I've made a lot of different mistakes, and I definitely learned a lot as well. So I just have just different tips, simple basic tips, basically not anything hard to do or anything like that, that maybe you guys would find useful. When I did start to properly take care of my hair, my natural hair, I got this notebook here. Basically, I got this notebook because, like I said, there was so much information, so I literally went in this notebook and wrote down tons of information that I read that I thought was useful, that was going to be useful for me. One of the things that I discovered when I started to properly take care of my natural hair, and I'm going to be saying that because before I started this little journey, I was natural years before that. I just didn't know how to properly take care of my hair. So I've been doing this for about a year and some change, but before this past year, I actually was natural. I think my last what I call it a perm, because that's what I know it to be. That's what the word I grew up with, but relaxer, perm, whatever you want to call it. My last one was about 2010, 2011. One of the things that I noticed is that a lot of people use dime-size amounts of product on their hair. I will watch YouTube videos and see girls using dime-size amount of products on their hair. Dime-size amount of product for me does not work unless it's like a gel, because the gel I use is pretty thick, and if I use too much, it'll weigh down my hair. So maybe gel, but like a leave-in conditioner or anything like that, definitely dime size is not going to work for me. And I believe that when we first start to go natural and take care of our hair, we go and search online and try to see people that have similar hair textures as ours, and we see what they do. And sometimes what people do that have similar hair to yours is not what you should do. And I think that the most important thing is not your hair type. Well, it could be your hair type, but also your hair porosity, because that's going to let you know how your hair reacts to moisture and what you should do to retain moisture and different things like that. Like, I believe I have low porosity hair, so my hair retains moisture very well with heat. So that's why I deep condition every week. I don't miss a week of deep condition. I deep condition on my co-wash day, and I know that that's very essential for my hair. And using enough product is essential for retaining moisture in your hair. And basically how you can determine this is just feeling your hair, feeling if it's dry or if you feel like it needs more moisture. Just like how you can feel your skin if it's dry, you can feel and touch your hair to see if it's dry. So just touch your hair and determine whether more product is needed. Like my hair right now, it feels very soft, very moisturized. I know when my hair is dry. Speaking of, a lot of people are, not a lot of people, but I've come across a few people that don't refresh their hair in between the week. Some people, wash and goes can last like a whole week. Mine, from my experience, I'm still trying different methods and all that kind of stuff, but mine doesn't last like that, and I can't go a few days without refreshing my hair. My hair has to be refreshed like every other day. The longest I can go is probably 2 days, because my hair really needs the moisture. So again, knowing when your hair is dry and when it needs moisture, it's just simply touching your hair. If your hair needs moisture every day, then that's what you should do. If your hair needs moisture every other day, that's what you should do. Just because someone can go a week without refreshing their hair doesn't necessarily mean that your hair can do that. And also, if you have like dry areas in your hair, you can just refresh those areas and just add more product, or even like oil, like coconut oil. Also, I would like to say that oil is not meant to moisturize your hair per se, but it's meant to seal in the moisture. You should use like some type of conditioner or leave-in product on your hair before you use the oil. I really find that using a leave-in conditioner or just a conditioner in general and then placing like coconut oil on top is like, it's the best instead of just doing coconut oil. Also, since it's going to be, or it is finally cold now, I'm going to be doing the LCO method. It's just the alternative of the LOC method, the lock method, which the L stands for liquid, the O stands for oil, and the C stands for cream. So I'm just switching that around. So LCO, liquid, cream, oil. Basically, the reason why I do it in that order is because, like I said, O should be last because it helps to seal in the moisture. And the reason I'm doing this is because it is getting cold, and just the cold, it just dries out your hair. But with the oil, it helps to seal in the moisture. I feel my hair, it stays moisturized much longer. Knowing what products and in what way those products work for you is important. And knowing how much product is important as well. For instance, very thick products do not work well for me if I'm going to refresh my hair because it's just going to weigh my hair down. So very thick products I would like to use like as a deep conditioner or just like one time. For instance, like on my wash day, I use the BodyWorks All Natural Deep Conditioner, and I use that as a deep conditioner slash a leave-in. So I'll use that just once a week, but when I refresh my hair, I'm going to use something lighter like my Tresemme Naturals, the Aloe Vera and Avocado Nourishing Moisture Conditioner. And also that's going to help prevent buildup for my hair, because if you have buildup on your hair, that's just going to block the moisture, and no moisture is going to get into your hair, which can lead to your dry hair or your hair being dry, thus creating breakage. I deep condition once a week, which is on my wash day, and deep conditioning is so important for your hair, so important for my hair. It allows your hair to get that moisture back in it. It's like a reboot of moisture. And rinsing with cold water helps to keep your hair moisturized as well, and also can aid in shine as well. I wash my hair, at first rinse it with warm water, but when my final rinse, I rinse with cold water. This actually closes or shocks the hair cuticle and seals the moisture in. Something else I like to do, if you watch my previous videos, is section my hair when I am applying my moisturizer. And I like to do this because it allows me to get basically every hair strand. Nothing is perfect, so I don't think I'm going to get everyone really good, but I'm at least going to like ensure that I'm basically getting almost everything. This helps to prevent your hair from being dry, because if you're just doing it in one big section, you might have some dry areas or some areas that you're not really concentrating on. Those areas that you don't really concentrate on, it's going to be shorter, it's going to be drier. So you really want to section your hair to make sure that each part of your hair is really getting moisturized, and that's why I section my hair. It's not that time consuming either. You can do like medium sections, not too big of a section. Just sectioning in general, it's just, I feel is really important for your hair. All of the areas of your hair, so everything can be nice and moisturized. Another thing I like to do with my hair is finger detangle. It's a little time consuming, but it's a little better for your hair, just because when you get to a tangle with a comb, the comb can't feel the tangle. It's not connected to you, so you can't feel it or know that there's a tangle there. So what the comb is going to do is just going to rip through that tangle, versus you using your fingers and you can actually feel the tangle and just gently unravel it. When I used to detangle my hair before I knew how to properly take care of my hair, I did not like to do it. It hurt and it took a long time to do. I didn't know that, you had to have your hair wet. It should be wet. It should have some type of product, conditioner on it, so you can easily detangle through it. I used to detangle my hair dry and not in sections or anything. It was just terrible. It was just terrible. And that's what I felt like it was supposed to be. I thought it was supposed to hurt. It was supposed to be like this, and it's just crazy that that's what I thought it should be, or that it was just normal. So yes, your hair should be wet. It should have some type of conditioner on it before you start to detangle. You can also use coconut oil as well. Really great in providing like slip, which is something to help you detangle your hair very easily. You just glide the comb or glide your fingers through. And you want to be very careful when you detangle your hair because your hair is going to be wet and it's in a fragile state. And also, most of you might know this, I'm not sure, but detangling from ends to roots is very important because it's going to ensure that there's no further tangling. No further tangling, and it also prevents you ripping your hair as well. Also, when I finger detangle, I feel like I lose less hair. Also, when I finger detangle, I make sure that my nails are low and smooth. I used to like grow in my hair, but I noticed that when I would finger detangle, it would kind of snag my hair. And so I just keep them low. I actually need to cut them right now. But yes, I keep them very low and smooth. And also when I would apply the product with longer nails, the product would get under my nails. And even when I cleaned them out, it's just, I don't know, they just looked not nice. So I cut them. Protecting your hair is very important too. Just as moisturizing your hair is important, protecting your hair is just as important. Satin is really good. You probably hear this. Satin scarves, satin pillowcases, satin scrunchies are very good in protecting your hair. I just got a satin pillowcase sometime this year. I had a satin scarf before that, but my scarf would just fall off like basically every night, and so there was nothing protecting my hair when that happened. Now it doesn't happen that often. It happens every now and again, but not every night. Just in case it does, I have a satin pillowcase, so if my satin scarf comes off, then I'm, laying on the pillowcase instead of cotton. The reason satin is good for your hair is because it helps to retain moisture as well as prevent breakage, because it's not going to dry your hair out like cotton does. It doesn't strip the moisture like cotton would. This is why when you have too much moisture or water in your hair, you'll get like a cotton t-shirt and kind of scrunch the water or excess moisture out of your hair. That's what cotton does. It absorbs that. So you don't want to have like a cotton scarf on your head, because imagine what your hair would be like the next morning. It'd just be dry and stuff. So you don't want anything like that on your hair. So those are all the tips that I have on how to take care of your natural hair. Hopefully they were useful to you guys. And thank you so much for checking out this video. I'll see you in my next one. See ya!